So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run it now. This is Charcandrick West. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This is West. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with West. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And now running right through him. Oh, now he bowls him over. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Coleman. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's West. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
A spin.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Ryan to throw. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. And no one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try and run. Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now here's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now West. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Anthony Hitchens not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. The quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He'll get it up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And some room to roam now. The 30. The 20.
Let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the field goal got him back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On second down, Freeman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Coleman now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 12 yards and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Mahomes now on first down, forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage. Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful. I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well. And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.